decision making lies in preparation, in clarity, and in trust. So a winning mindset is a very important concept to me. And in my opinion, is a belief that you can and will improve no matter how successful you've been in the past. So that's how I would summarize it in one sentence. And to be honest, is a combination of common sense, optimism, resilience, and adaptability to the change. And that will keep you pushing forward even when you're facing some setbacks, let's say. So it involves obviously a very high preparation, a maximum focus in the moment, and the confidence that you will be able to make this split decision that will make a difference. So it needs really a continuous learning from yourself, but also learning from the competitors, from the data, from all the tools you have, from your success, from your failure. And it's all in the pursuit of being better tomorrow than you were yesterday. So that's how you build, to me, a winning mindset. So in Formula One, the management and the mitigation, let's say, of risk is part of the game, is part of your everyday work. Basically, it's an intricate, I would say, dance of preparation, preparation pre-events, preparation post-events, data analysis, simulation, correlation, contingency plan. So you have to understand that in Formula One, even before the car touches the track, simulation will run thousands and sometimes millions of simulation. And this simulation, what are they giving you? They give you scenarios, and these scenarios will allow you to predict some outcome and potential pitfalls. It's not bulletproof, but they are very important because you will be able to say, okay, if this happens, if this safety car goes out on this lap, I will be able to react this way. If the driver said that, I will do this, and this. So all this preparation, it's very important. From tire degradation to brake wear, to engine wear, to changing of weather condition. So you need to be able to make proactive adjustments rather than being reactive fixes, if you know what I mean. And this whole decision-making structure is very, very well defined in Formula One. Who calls the strategy? Who calls the tire? Who make the final judgment on the car setup? So this is what we discussed a bit earlier about establishing a clear role, clear accountability, and you need very rigorous protocols and process. You need to rely on data. It's a very data-driven environment, Formula One. So this is how Formula One team minimize the likelihood of failure, basically, as simple as that, to be as prepared as possible. Well, I have a lot of examples of high pressure. I remember one when Kimi was shouting at me on the radio, and this has been broadcasted to millions of persons in the world. So I remember discussing with a young engineer at the time. They were completely frozen by the stress, and they were telling me, Julien, how do you coordinate the work with the guys, but also talk to Kimi while he's driving the car at 200 miles per hour? Like in all high-stakes environments, of decision making lies in preparation, in clarity, and in trust between people. You can't have, let's say, between a race engineer, for example, that was my previous job, and a driver, if there is no trust, if there is no clarity and no preparation, it cannot work. Simple as that. So the preparation means knowing your playbook inside out. The driver asks you a question, you know the answer straight away because you are prepared, you have simulated the scenario. The clarity involves basically cutting out through noise. You know, when I was race engineer, I had a lot of engineers giving me information on the radio, sometimes too much. My job was to filter this information, to cut out the noise, and to give to the driver the relevant information. And all that makes that the team is working better. Basically, every second count, every thousandth of a second count. So you have to rely on the data, on the insight from the experts, but also sometimes on your gut feeling, you know. So, and this gut feeling is improved from experience. So that's also very, very important. For me, the best decision arises from combining common sense, rational analysis with the confidence that your preparation has given you the tools to succeed. As simple as that. Well, that's a very interesting question. What I do really hope that audiences will take away is basically to walk away from my speech with a new sense of possibility, and also having new practical tools that turn possibility into action. I would like to teach them a lesson learned in an F1 garage, the relentless innovation, teamwork under pressure, strategy restocking, and continuous improvements, which are fundamental key in an F1 environment. And you can directly apply them to your own personal and professional challenge. I'm strongly a believer on that. And I want them to feel inspired to embrace change. So don't be afraid to take a decision. Don't be afraid to innovate. That's how you go forward. You have to strive for excellence even when it seems out of reach. So always push, and push again. And if you do all these careful executed steps, if you have a procedure in place, if you are well prepared, if you have trust, accountability, you will succeed. And ultimately, I hope to encourage them to cultivate a winning mindset and apply it across all areas of their lives.